So today we are going to talk about brain drain. I'm sure many of you have your relatives who stay outside in some other country and not in their home country. And you've often heard students speaking about higher education. In which country is higher education better? Which country has better working conditions? Now why this discussion? This all relates to brain drain. So what is brain drain? Brain drain is the movement of people, the migration of people from a developing country to a more developed country. Now brain drain as a term looks very simple, but it has large consequences in the future. So brain drain's consequences is what we will discuss today in relation to the developing country. Now if you look at the first point, the skilled and the talented workers move to the developed countries. Now how are these workers skilled? What makes them talented? This is because the home country has spent a lot of time, a lot of resources in making these workers skilled. Now what has happened because of brain drain? Because of brain drain, these workers have now joined the workforce of the developed country and now have become an asset for the developed country and are contributing to their growth. So all the resources, all the time that was put in by the developed country to make them skilled is no longer beneficial to them because these workers are no longer contributing to their growth. Now you look at the tax collection. The tax collection of the developing country. Who collects or who pays most amount of taxes? It is the working population of the country. Now when the majority of the working population will move to a foreign country because of brain drain, they will no longer pay taxes in their home country. And what will happen because of this is that the tax collection of the home country will reduce. And one more important point, who are the dependents in a country? The senior citizens and the children are considered the dependents and they do not pay tax. Now what happens is the dependency ratio will increase because the working population will reduce. An increase of dependency ratio is never good for an economy. Now if majority of the skilled and the trained workers will move here, there will be a shortage of skilled workers in the home country. Now if there will be a shortage in the home country, the productivity of the home country will reduce. And once the productivity reduces, it will impact the growth of the home country. So these are larger consequences of brain drain and these are serious consequences. Now if you look at some of the advantages, one of the advantage which is often put forward is remittances. Now what are remittances? Remittance is the money that the people who are working in a foreign country send back to their families in home country. According to statistics, remittances contribute to a huge amount of GDP of the home country. But merely this argument is not enough to cater to the huge disadvantages of brain drain. Now brain drain is not a very recent scenario, but brain drain has become a larger issue for developing countries in the present days. Brain drain affects the home country. What we need to look is, why do people prefer to move to a foreign country? There can be various reasons. It can be better working conditions, better employment opportunities, better access to healthcare. So there are various reasons. Now what does a developing country do? How does it prevent brain drain? Majority of the developing countries across the world have focused in improving the skills of the workers and telling them that you will get similar facilities even in the home country. But what needs to be done is that we need to look at why the worker is moving to a foreign country. What are the reasons? If it is better employment opportunities, the home country should provide better employment opportunities here also. If it is better wages, the home country should try to provide better wages here also. If you can plug all those points why a worker is moving to a foreign country and provide that same facilities in the home country, or at least try to provide the same facilities in the home country, you will be able to solve the problem of brain drain, at least reduce it. So this is what the developing countries should focus on.